A trend that is quickly growing around the world, and specifically the United States, is veganism and eating a plant-based diet. According to Nadine Waters on news.therawfoodworld.com, 16 million people, or 5% of the U.S. population, claimed to be vegan in 2014, compared to only 1% in 2009. And since this statistic was taken over a year ago, it is rational to believe that the percentage is even bigger now since it's grown so much in just that short amount of time. Earlier this year, I decided to stop eating meat, and by the end of August, I want to be on a completely vegan diet. The two main benefits of cutting out animal products from your diet are the impacts it has on your health and the impacts it has on the environment. A common misconception is that by taking dairy, eggs, and meat out of your diet, you are left with nothing to eat. That's not true. There are so many milk and meat substitutes, such as almond milk, soy milk, coconut milk, and that's just naming a few. One of my good friends recently started eating a vegan diet, and in just a few months, she has noticed a huge change in her energy levels, and she told me that overall she feels better. First, I would like to point out that there are endless reasons why consuming meat and dairy products is bad for you, and I'm not even only talking about processed meats, but all meats, even organic. The World Health Organization classified processed meats such as ham, sausage, hot dogs, and other pork as a Class 1 carcinogen. A carcinogen is defined as a substance capable of causing cancer in living tissue. Also, eating meat increases your risk of getting a foodborne illness. Meat is highly associated with diseases such as E. coli, salmonella, and many more. And these diseases cause 325,000 hospitalizations and 5,000 deaths in the United States each year, according to Bustle.com. So if we know that these meats are a huge reason of why so many people are sick and even dying, why would we continue to eat them? Also, eating meat makes your body take in unnatural hormones. Logically, if you think about this, it makes sense. You are what you eat, so if you're eating beef that has come from a cow that has been fed hormones just to be grown up, to be big enough to be slaughtered and eaten, then you are what you are putting in to your body. The cow has all those unnatural hormones in it, and so by you consuming that, that's what you're putting in your body. I know we are all familiar with the term coined by the inability to digest milk properly, lactose intolerance. However, recent studies have shown that not being able to digest dairy is more common than not. 60% of the world's population is lactose intolerant, so it is not abnormal. Lactose intolerant can cause any of these bad symptoms: nausea, stomach pain, skin rashes, headache, and many more. So people could be living their lives with a substitute for dairy products and not experiencing all these bad symptoms if they just take out dairy from their diet. The second reason you should eat a vegan diet is the positive impact it has on the environment. By going vegan or vegetarian, you can save water, reduce the methane production, avoid pollution in bodies of water, reduce the destruction of rainforests and topsoil, and ensure environmental sustainability. To sum it all up, you can reduce your ecological footprint. People don't realize, but there are rainforests and large fields being torn down just to build places to grow meat and to raise cattle just to one day die and be fed to us. Also, just one other small example is water. So nearly half of the water used in the U.S. goes to raising animals for food. It takes more than 2,400 gallons of water to produce just 1 pound of meat. But on the contrary, 1 pound of wheat only takes 25 gallons of water. So if we were all using that water for wheat as opposed to raising animals and just making meat out of it, we'd be saving so much water, which would be saving the lives of so many people dying from thirst. And that's just one small example. When considering taking meat out of your diet, one often contemplates if he or she will be consuming enough protein. People don't realize that a person can get more than enough protein from foods such as beans, spinach, soy, and more. So also I have a chart on here that shows the top 10 sources of veggie protein. spinach, kale, broccoli, cauliflower, mushrooms, parsley, cucumbers, green pepper, cabbage, and tomato. And there's even more, like beans. This chart shows the percentage of protein in all of these foods as opposed to the protein in eggs, chicken, and beef, so other meats and dairy products. And the percentages in the vegetables are much higher than